Here we go. Facebook. Good morning, everyone. Happy Supercharged Manifesting Monday. Welcome to the start of a new week. As you can see, I'm here with
Hey, everyone.
Diane Betancourt, my BFF. I'm going to wait for you all to join us. Hey, those watching on Instagram and YouTube, and as the Facebookers come in, happy Monday morning. It is the start of our 5-day money attraction challenge, and we always kick off the week by introducing you to the one and only, the wind beneath my wings, all the things. All the things that make me work is right here. So good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Today we're talking about a little bit behind the scenes, how we got started doing this business together, but really what we want to share this week during the 5-day money attraction challenge is all about you getting to the next level and us being your model of what's possible. The fact that we are friends, we are best friends who operate a business together, and we have used the principles that we believe from the Science of Getting Rich to grow our business. And one of the things that we're both committed to, and you're going to hear a little bit more about this, how Diane literally taught me about easy and relaxed. But one of the things that we got committed to early on in our business journey was that we were going to grow our business and we were going to stay committed to having success come from alignment and flow and us using the universal principles more so than effort and hard work. So if you're down for that, then you're in the right place. You're in the right place. And look at all the love you're getting. Hello, Tasha and Diane.
Receiving.
We're receiving. So I'm going to share the 3 ways that I align to wealth, because the truth is, easy success is all about alignment. And Diane, who everyone knows, those of you that have been in our world and in our business for a while, you know that Diane is the silent partner. She's the silent partner of the operation. And I get her to talk once. The first thing she walked in this morning, she goes, this is it. This is the last time ever. She what I have to put up with every single time I ask her to come on here. It's just so you know, it's the last time ever. So for you all hope you appreciate what I have to go through to have her here. And I love it. Oh my gosh, look at all the messages. So I was remembering when we got started 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
At our anniversary last week.
Oh, that's right. We celebrated, what was that? 10 years ago. 10 years of friendship. So we met each other in August. We became business partners in September. So tip number 1, I journaled it. We met, we were just friends. We were going to a conference together, and I just wrote down and I decided, she's going to be my business partner. So I journaled about it. We go to the conference and we're going through the thing. And she turns to me at one point and go, what do you think about us being in business together? And I'm like, sure, because I already journaled that, honey. So thank you for manifesting it. But we decided this is what we're going to do. We're going to be in business together. And we started off with another business called Mother and Daughter Trips. And I don't think a lot of people know that. So I at the time when we met, I was already well on my way with doing this business called Mother and Daughter Trips. I meet Diane. She comes on board. We're doing it for a while. And she just keeps saying, I don't know that. I don't think that this is it. I'm not so sure. I don't think that this is the thing. And we go to an event. Part of us signing up for some coaching is we go to an event where we have to sell something. It's a 3-day event. You have to sell something and get people in the room to buy it. And what are the chances that there are going to be mothers there ready to buy, like a $2,000 mother and daughter trips? 0. So we have to on the spot come up with a business idea that people in the room can sell. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you, at the end of our live today, I'm going to show you a video. And the very first picture you see is us from that weekend where we had to walk around with billboards on our chest that said what it was that we were selling. And on the drive to this event, we were both listening to The Science of Getting Rich. That was one of the things that we were going to be in business, and we were going to listen to The Science of Getting Rich, and we were going to use the principles to grow whatever business we were in, right? So we're driving to the event, listening to that. We're put on the spot. We have to sell something, and we look at each other and we go, well, everybody here wants to get rich, right? That's why they're here. They all want to get rich. So how about if we sell showing them how to get rich based on the principles of the science of getting rich? And you're going to see our little billboards. And literally the only reason we did that was because we needed to sell something that weekend. And 10 years later, that's what became our business. Like, that's the business we started. It's crazy, insane. So amen to the power of journaling and just being willing to go with the flow and staying aligned, because sometimes you are thinking that this is what you should do. And actually, if you just follow the signs, the universe, God, source knows better and probably wants to redirect you. Just go with it. Okay. So anyway, back to the story. So we started, and our very first coaching session that we did, I charged $25 for 90 days of coaching. That had nothing to do with Diane. She did not agree whatsoever. The only thing she said was, you have to charge them. And I was like, okay, well, since I'm still working through my own money wounds and money trauma, which we're going to talk about tomorrow, I can do $25. So $25 for 90 days of coaching.
We might as well giving it away.
So here's the thing. The bottom line is that was 9-10 years ago. And here we are. We have done the work. We have figured it out for ourselves. We've stayed committed to being aligned to success instead of hustling and grinding for it. We have shown people from all over the world how to create well over $55 million. And not a single one of them will ever say we told them to do any hard work. Right? But the best part is we took this little dream business of ours from $25 for 90 days to creating a company valued well over multi-million dollars at this point, right? And so if we can do it, that's why we know you can do it, because all we've done is literally dream, journal, go with the flow, have as much fun as we possibly can, laugh at our mistakes, laugh at each other, support each other. And, here we are. So I want you to use us as an example and your model. If you're listening to all the masculine, you should do this, you need to do all this stuff. I tell people all the time, I have no idea what my LinkedIn profile says. I don't know. We've built a business on Facebook because that's the only platform I know. I'm just now starting with Instagram. Hey, Instagram. And so there's no shoulds to anything. There's just staying aligned, being aligned and being crystal clear about what you want for yourself and what success looks like for you. And so here we go. I'm going to share my 3 things. You ready to share your 3 things?
I got it.
Actually, in fact, I've been talking enough. You start. What are your 3 ways that you put in practice, things that you do to stay aligned to success?
What I do to stay aligned to success. So first of all, thank you for introducing me. And you get to shine the light every week. So I appreciate that.
I appreciate that you're here to get some of the light today. So thank you.
So, and what you said was, yes, we just journaled and had fun, and we made sure we were aligned to success, and that's how we got here. And what I want to say is, it was an inside job. Mm-hmm. It wasn't the outside. It wasn't the sales funnels. It wasn't the Facebook ads we've done. It wasn't all of that. Those things are all important, and we do those things. We made sure we were aligned first when we journaled. So we would journal every day, and I still journal every single morning. Before I even came over here, I journaled how today's going to go. I make sure I feel good. More than anything, I will not work unless I'm inspired to do something.
So that's number 1. Make sure you all write that down.
Inspired action.
Right.
So it's coming from the inside, and meditate before I even do anything, so that when I'm inspired, then I know that's the next step to do. So then it feels good when I do the work, and it goes so much faster. And the one thing I make sure I add is my gratitude. I'm grateful every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That has to be the key to success. When I met Tasha, that's what she said. She was, what do you say in your mind?
What I said was, let me be clear. So I meet her and she says, I really like you. I want to be your best friend. I want to be in business with you, but I'm not really sure it's going to work for us. Like, we're breaking up. We haven't even gotten started, right? She's like, I'm not really sure it's going to work for us. And I'm like, why? She goes, you are just so committed to working hard. It's like all you want to do every day is call me and tell me about the seven. I literally used to say, I have 17,000 things on my list to do today. And she would just be exasperated and over it, you know? So we have a nice little sit down where she's going to give me the breakup conversation. And she's like, I just don't think it can work. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you want to work too hard. And I'm not for it, you know? And so I'm like, well, how in the hell are you going to build a business, a successful business without working hard? And at the time, she had another business as well. She had a limo business that was doing very, very well. She never went to the office. Like, I had no idea how this business was running, but I wasn't going to ask any questions. All I know was it was very successful, and she was always at home looking at the water. So I said to her, well, what do you do? How do you run a successful business? She's like, I just sit and look at the water and I say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I looked at her. I was like, where I'm from, that's called being lazy. I don't know how that can work. That's called being lazy. And she was like, no. I said, what do you think? Don't you worry about your business? And like, you know, that's what I was doing. I was always consumed with worry and what to do next and figuring things out. She was like, no, I don't do that. My constant thought is, thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, when I tell you it was like revolutionary for me at the time, I honest to God thought she was crazy. And she was like, tell you what, why don't you just come try it my way for 90 days? Just come over here every day, sit and look at the water. Let's journal. Let's talk about our dreams. Let's express gratitude. I'm like rolling my eyes.
You handed me the journal and it began.
But I did. I gave her the journal and it began. So that's number 2. So inspired action, right? She only works after she's done her meditation. She's done all the things that makes her feel good. And number 2, always be expressing gratitude. And by the way, I tried it for 90 days and that was 10 years ago and I have not stopped. So there you go. All right, let's go.
You might be more addicted to me than me.
I probably am. Look, Trisha.
Yeah.
Trisha says, looking at nature and gratitude. All right.
Nature. So that brought me to nature. Actually, I didn't remind what I do love about the water.
Yes.
Balcony. Everyone talks about my balcony. I get to look at the water every day and that reminder of the wealth. Abraham Hicks says it's as easy to create a castle as a button. Every single morning when I look at that water, I remind myself of that. I'm focusing on the castle. Let's do it.
And you're also, the one thing that you also say when you look at the water is, Tasha, just look at all that abundance.
Abundance, that's what it represents. It's the millions out there. I got to get off this thing and go spend my $800 on some outfits today. And the last thing that I'll share, there's so many fun things that I do, but journaling, which we kind of tied in there, is journaling, just intending what we want to create. We're so about, a lot of us in businesses write goals down and what I got to get, let's just intend it so we can allow the universe to deliver it to us. And once we write it and then just watch it appear when we're inspired, it's like craziness. Like, it's just crazy. It's a crazy way to live, and sign up for it.
It's a crazy way to live, but it works.
Yeah, you know, keep seeing the results over and over. It's like, how can you go back? Yeah. And that's the thing this week, as you guys play along, it's like, once you find this way, it's like, you can't go back.
Yeah. Yeah. I know for me, like 9-10 years ago, I can't go back. In fact, I'm not going to lie to you. It's such a learned behavior, and it's such a belief that's instilled in us that we culturally, we're just ingrained with the masculine. You have to work really hard, that it's not so easy to just never do it ever again. So I'm not going to lie to you and say I don't find myself getting caught up in it sometimes. And what I've done over the years is just, I've mastered, wait a minute, Tasha, you've gone back to the dark side. What are you doing? You've gone back to the dark side. Come back. So I know that there's a temptation to really buy into this thing that you need to work so hard for your success. But I want to tell you, like you heard Diane say, inspired action, gratitude, and literally just journaling about the results that we want in our business. I know that we've had incredible success. We've manifested a lot of things, but when we read back our journals, we literally are always just in complete awe. Like, there's no way. All we did was write this down and we're living it, right? So I want you all to be inspired by the amazing Diane. Here are my 3 things. I love that I have a business partner who we're on the same page. We have the same values. We both believe and we stand for, we're going to grow our business to the infinite possibilities that exist, but we're going to do it in a way that we believe and we stand for it working, which is easy and relaxed. And so one of the things that we do to align is we visualize. So for me, and we used to do this separately, and now every Wednesday before our team call, we literally jump on 15 minutes before the call start, and the first thing we talk about is, okay, so what is our end scene, right? What is the manifestation moment that we're working towards before we even get on the call? So we don't, we will, like, we literally I make sure it's 15 minutes, because otherwise I know I'll go into, so what do we have to do, right? So it's 15 minutes and we just talk about, so what is the vision? What is it that, we're seeing in the end? Because we're going to have this team call. So number one is visualize. That's for me the most powerful thing. And you all know I'm about to unveil this week during the challenge the vision alignment method, because what I'm going to teach you is I have found that with everything that I've done, this last piece here, the visioning, has had the manifestation in our results happen faster and easier for me. And so I want to teach you all of that. And we actually now do it together. So number one is visualizing. Number two, I love that I have a place and a friend and a partner in business where we can affirm positive financial results. So no matter what the world is saying about it's the winter, it's the recession, it's the whatever everybody wants to say, you're never going to hear us having that conversation. Never.
Not in our world.
Not in our world, right? So that's why I preach so much about finding a place and a community, and why being in an environment that speaks what you want to see happen in your life, what you want to experience, is so powerful. Because just turn on the news, look on Facebook, look on, any browser you open that has the news, and it's going to tell you everything that's happening in the financial world. Well, in our financial world, we're constantly just talking and creating positive results. So speak it into existence. That's all we do. We're constantly affirming and being grateful for the results that we want. And then the last thing that I think we do, which, there's lots of things, but I'm really giving you, I sat down and I thought about the top 3 things that I know I do to create results. And I asked her to think about the top 3 things. So the third one for me is that we play the what if game. And I'm going to talk to those of you that are business owners, because I know that this is something that you do, and I used to do it. So you want to grow your business. This entire money attraction challenge, this entire week is all about getting your business to the next level, getting your career to the next level, getting you to the next level financially. And the saying, you have to spend money to make money, right? That is just part of the deal. So most people sit down and they look at their bank balance and they go, this is what we have. What can we do to grow our business? So what you're doing is you're looking at this finite, like, actual number. So there's this much in the bank, or this much on my credit card, or this much wherever. And so therefore you immediately limit yourself when you do it that way. Immediately, because whatever's in the bank is all you can do, right? If you only have $10,000, you can only spend $10,000 on marketing, right? So you immediately go into growing your business from limitation. What we do, we start the year and we say, what if we had all the money in the world? What if we had all the money in the world? What would we do this year to grow our business? What are the things that we feel we need to get us to that next level? And then we journal about it. We journal as if it's already happened. So we start with the what if we had all the money in the world, and then we just write out, we would do this. So we don't write out, we would do this. Pause, let me say that again. We journal. I'm so grateful. We found the perfect, whatever skill, expert thing it is that we need. I'm so grateful that our Instagram grew to this much. And we write out the results that we want without ever talking about how much money it cost. And let me tell you, doing it that way, we have been able to do things in our business, honestly, that sometimes hasn't even cost us money. Like we haven't even had to spend a dime because we wrote about the result versus starting from if we had the money. And for me, I love that. I love playing the what if game. It makes me feel expansive. It makes me think about growth from a place of no limitation versus being stuck in this, like, this is all I have. And so this is all we can do. And I'm telling you guys, this works. So I'm looking at the comments, write out the results. There you go, Pam. And bonus thing, the more fun you have, the more money you make.
Absolutely.
The more fun you have, and the more fun you have with money, the more money you make. That is why today in the Money Attraction Challenge, we gave you all $800 of play money to go spend on yourself. Like, start having more fun with money instead of making it so serious and burdensome and heavy. Just have fun. More fun. Everybody type that. Growth from no limitation by journaling is magical. More fun. The more fun you have, the more money you make. So I have a question as we wrap up because we've gone over Diane's time. So I have a question for you, and I want you all to just have an honest moment with yourself, right? If you all know that you are such powerful beings, you really already know that you can have more success with ease. You know that what we're talking about is true. You know, we don't need to sell you on it. Everything that we've said makes sense to you. You wouldn't be attracted to us and to this community and to the Money Attraction Challenge if you didn't have these beliefs. You already know it's the spiritual work. It's not all strategy and it's not all effort. If you want it to come with more ease, you have to get to that next level in your spiritual work, right? You have to align more, not hustle more, align more for easier success. So if you know that, then I want to ask you, like, which of these four things is it that's getting in the way for you? Number one, just be honest with yourself. It's like, Tasha, I know that, but it's hard for me to stop working so hard. It's like, I can't stop myself. One lady on Clubhouse 2 weeks ago said, I'm trying so hard to stop trying so hard. And that was so powerful for me. So is that you? Is it that you know that, but you just can't stop working so hard? You're kind of like when Diane met me. She was like, Jesus, you're so committed to this working hard. You know, is that it for you? Go ahead and tell me in the comments. Is that what's going on for you? Is it that, honestly, if you're being honest with us, you're like, Tasha, you know what? I don't really believe that I deserve to have success and have it be so easy. I can't wrap my head around deserving that. It just feels like my lot in life is that I need to work for it. I'm not feeling like I really deserve it. I love that you guys are responding. Like, is that where you are at? You know you're powerful, but you just don't feel like you deserve it. Is it that you don't have a consistent spiritual practice? All the things, the 6 things that you heard that we say we do it every single day. It's like, there is no, like, Faith. Remember, Faith said, it's like brushing your teeth and putting on deodorant. It's not optional, right? That's not something that's optional for us. The spiritual practices are a must. But I get it. Is it that you're just not being consistent? So let us know. You know what, Tasha, I know it. I'm just not consistent. I can't seem to do it all the time. And then the last one is, I have no clue how to make it any easier, Tasha. I want it to be easier. I really do. I want more success. I want my next level to be even more easy than this one has been. And I genuinely have no clue how to do it. So I love it. I love that you guys are responding. I want to know, like, be honest with yourself in this moment. Which of these 3 things is it for you? And then I'm going to ask you, Diane, a question as everyone is typing. What is your reason? So I meet Diana, and to me, she's like a unicorn, because everybody that I knew growing up, every single person that I knew also believed you had to work hard for success. So I'd never met anyone who did not. And I meet her, and the first thing she's like, can't do it. You want to work too hard, right? So I've always been curious, and I asked her to share this morning, why did you not buy into that? Is it just that you grew up and you never heard that you needed to work hard for success? Like, help us understand how somebody gets to, like, the age I met you in your 40s and not believe you have to work hard for success.
Thank you.
You're still in your 40s?
Yes, I was still in my 40s. So how? Well, your question again is how I didn't get into the trap of working so hard for success
or believing that
or
you
believing
had to.
It's a mental game. It's an inside job. That's all I get to say. I started working on my inner game very very early on. It wasn't how I was raised. We're all raised differently, right?
Yeah.
And so we have these beliefs inside us. We have these traumas inside us. We have all these things that we're going to work on this week. But to me, I started working on them at a very early age in my 20s, and I just committed to it. And I just realized life is too short. We got to live it. We got to enjoy it. So I committed to having fun, and it just worked, and having faith and having gratitude. And the more I did it, the more I saw the results. The more I wanted to make sure I enjoyed my kids and spent time with them. The more I wanted to commit to my friendships and my relationships. And my husband, we have married 31 years. I mean, that to me, that's wealth. So having those successes along the way, it made me just realize that that's the most important part. And then the money always flows.
No, finish, because
the money flows, because then that's where this business just keeps going, and it does keep going, and it keeps growing. Like people want the 10 million. We're on our way there, having fun. And it's just that inner game. I can see the inner results are coming to the outer. And that's when you get that way, when you start knowing everything you say manifests that fast. That's what I want for all of you. And that's what's going to come. And that's what Tasha's seeing now. Over the last
I'm a believer. I've been converted for 9 years. But that's so true. I mean, Eckhart Tolle said it best, work on the inside and the outside will take care of itself. And so, like, newsflash, you signed up for the Money Attraction Challenge because you want to know how to make it easier, how to make it more fun, how to make it easier, how to make it more fulfilling, and how to have
consistent. They want to have more money.
You want to have your money be consistent. And the last thing I was going to say is have massive financial bliss, but you want it to be consistent, right? Consistently, you can count on 25K a month, 50K a month, 100K a month, every month. Like, it's not like a one-off. You have it all the time. And so the world is telling you to work harder and figure out more strategies. And we're telling you, come with us, get on our easier train, and let's show you how to work on the inside. All the things that we've done, right? So join us for the 5-day Money Attraction Challenge. I'm going to put up here, I want you all to type the word money. And if you're watching on Instagram, type the word yes in the comments, and then check your DM, check your Facebook Messenger, because you're going to get every one of you that's already signed up for the challenge. You don't need to do this. But if just by chance you're not getting our daily reminders and you haven't gotten your evidence tracker for this week, type the word money in the comments and then check Facebook Messenger for a message from me that will get you enrolled for the whole rest of the week. All right. So go ahead, type the word money in the comments, check Facebook Messenger. We're going to end with this. I'll see you all at 12 o'clock Eastern today, right? That's where we kick off officially day 1 of the challenge. And we're talking about the science, not the woo-woo, the science of manifesting more money with ease. Now, before we go, I want to show you the video that I shared with you all. This is like a recap of our friendship for the last 10 years. All the things we journaled about, all the things we've manifested.
A bunch of things, not everything.
A bunch of things. But at the end, I want you to watch till the very last slide, because I think this has been my greatest manifestation. And
our greatest manifestation.
It's been what I've wanted the most. And it's very much our manifestation, because she probably put in just as much work on the inside stuff as I have done to be able to manifest it. And so it's just our joy to share it with you. All right, so here we go. And there you have it. Bye, everyone. Have a great Monday morning. We'll see you all at 12 Eastern. So that's what? In 3.5 hours, we'll see you back here for day one of the Money
Let's
Attraction
go buy our
Challenge.
outfits.
We got to go spend our $800. Mwah. Love you. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.